Abby grabbed both of Claire's shoulders and gently shook her. "Answer me. You're scaring me." Snapped awake, Claire blinked several times and managed to speak up. "I'm okay." Just saying the words felt like a Herculean task. Even at that moment, her mind could feel the shadows of what happened, slightly impacting how she behaved. Pulling Claire towards her, Abby desperately hugged her little sister. She breathed a sigh of relief. "Don't scare me like that." "What happened? What was that thing?" Claire asked as she was being pressed into Abby's armored chest. If she was completely okay, the experience would not have been a pleasant one despite the display of concern from her sister. Likely realizing how it must feel being smushed into armor, Abby released Claire. "Are there more of those things out there?" Claire continued her question. Abby paused before shaking her head. "I don't know. I'm not even sure what that thing was." Taking a deep breath and letting it out, she ran her hand through her long brunette hair. "As we talked before, this world is vast and filled with untold mysteries, as if to prepare us for when we leave the shelter. I've heard rumors about frightening creatures that drive your sanity from your mind." Abby shuddered from the thought. "And that was one of those things?" Claire asked. Staggered footsteps were heard coming towards them. "What the hell was that thing?" Bill yelled out, unconcerned about any threats in the darkness of the forest. "Is that the reason why we haven't seen any monsters?" Claire turned to see Hannah holding up Bill as they walked over to Claire and Abby. "Are you okay?" Hannah asked Claire, worry written all over her face. "I should be the one asking you that." Claire saw that Hannah looked pale, barely hanging on to her sanity. There was a slight smile on her lips, as though it were the only thing helping her cope with life. Claire walked over to Hannah and gently grabbed her, while Abby took care of Bill. Claire gave Hannah a comforting hug. Feeling Claire's arms around her, Hannah gratefully hugged her friend back. She clung to Claire and began crying, burying her face into Claire's chest. Soothingly patting Hannah's head with one hand while pulling her friend closer with the other arm, Claire said, "It's okay. We're safe. Nothing is going to happen to you." "That thing makes me think that death in this place isn't the worst thing that could happen," Bill mumbled half to himself. "How the hell can we still do this job if such a thing is out there?" He blinked disorientedly several times. Abby shook her head. "It's not something that'd likely come after us. I think it was just a surprise to see us as us seeing it." "Then we could have beaten it?" Claire asked, confused due to how Abby had reacted earlier towards the frightening creature. "Definitely not. I imagine we'd need someone over level 30 to take it down. But that's purely just a guess. With how it could incapacitate us so easily, if it wanted to, we'd have all been dead," Abby said. She breathed in deeply again, as though trying to regain her center. Bill rested his head against Abby's shoulder. "A few more of those cries from the thing, I feel like I'd end up a drooling mess. Does coming back after dying save us from that effect?" Not seeming to mind Bill resting against her, Abby said, "I have a sinking feeling that even after coming back, the moment we lose ourselves, we're done." Holding Hannah protectively closer, Claire looked at her sister. I thought this place was just for training. How are we supposed to stay in this place knowing that such creatures are out there? Abby stared at Claire, not seeming to mind the anger in her younger sister's voice. It's exactly because this is training that we have to do it. If that thing is in here, it could only mean that something worse is outside of the city, waiting for us. Her voice was calm and steady. After talking, she sighed in exhaustion, as if just the effort took too much out of her.